spoonful of WTF, and this is my April Amazon haul. So about once a month we do a big enough Amazon order, just of certain things that we can't get easily in our locality. For reference, we live in Ireland on the west coast in a little village called Kinloch. We're about 5 kilometres from the Atlantic Ocean, so it's a beautiful place to live. Excuse me, but it is fairly remote. There's not a lot around us except for beautiful views and the ocean and walks and everything else, but not a lot of places to shop, unfortunately. And also Ireland is still in pretty severe lockdown. It got lifted today. Up until today we were only allowed to go 5 kilometres from our home, whereas now it has been, the net has been widened so that we can go anywhere within our own county, or 20 kilometres out past county boundaries, which sounds good, but it's kind of a bit stupid because, for example, our nearest city, I use city loosely, our nearest big town is a place called Sligo, which you've probably heard of thanks to Westlife. But Sligo is about 25 kilometres from us and about a 25-minute drive, but we can't go there because it's outside of the 20k, whereas we could drive over an hour away to another big town called Carrick-on-Shannon, which is in Leitrim, because it's within the county. So we could travel 60 kilometres within the county, but we can't travel 25. Bit stupid, but I'm losing the run of myself. It's not why you're here whole time. So as I say, we get things on Amazon about once a month for just things we can't really get locally. I mean, we try and shop local when we can, but it's really not possible with a lot of things. So I thought I would talk you through some of our purchases. I love watching these sorts of videos, and I have bought so many things because I didn't know they existed, and then I've seen them on these kind of hauls and I've been like, oh, where's that been my whole life? I need it now. So maybe you will find some things. So first up, I am currently, as I've said in the previous video, trying to update my makeup collection. I've basically spent a lot of time on TikTok and YouTube, as we all have in lockdown, and I've been learning different things about skincare and makeup, so I'm trying to up my game on both. I actually did a year of beauty therapy in college, and I did a year of hairdressing. I am pants at both, hence why I don't do them anymore. I think sometimes you've got to try something and then you learn your pants. Kind of sad when you did have a passion for it, but I quickly realised I was not cut out to be a beauty therapist or a hairdresser. Would have loved to been, but it just wasn't for me. So I think I partly rebelled against that and was like, right, well, I'm no good at it, I'm not going to do anything. And I would do the bare minimum. Like, we were taught the skincare of cleanse, tone, moisturise, done. Then I start watching TikTok and stuff, and there's all these acids and serums and spritzes and sprays, and it's like, well, where the hell did all this shit come from? So I'm trying to learn about that. And if you watch my other haul video that's been put up in April, I bought some skincare stuff to try, so I'll keep you updated. The other thing about makeup, again, when I got taught the basics of it at college, it was just foundation, blusher. I mean, they didn't concentrate on eyebrows. Eyebrows really weren't a thing. There was no contouring. There was, there was no transition shades or anything like that. It was just put a bit of eyeshadow on. I mean, maybe I went to a really bad college, but it was all new. So I've been learning about that. I've been learning about that on TikTok and YouTube. So I thought I better update my makeup again in the previous haul video, which please go and watch because there's some random stuff in it. But while updating my makeup, I needed to update my equipment. I had sponges, they weren't very good. Looked at beauty blenders. Wow, the price. Is it just me that feels a bit weird about spending that amount on a sponge? But anyway, so I picked these up. Oh, upside down, good start. You probably can't see, it is Lazaro Beauty Feel the Difference Microfiber Beauty Sponge. Now, what I liked about this, the price, it was about £7 sterling, and that you get 3 now. Excuse me, I have used one of them to do this. But I liked that you got 3 different ones. So you've got a teardrop with, you can't see it really, with a flat bit to, I presume, do sort of eye work. You've got the rip-off beauty blender that's half teardrop and then with the slanted side. And then you've got full teardrop. Again, I think for around the eyes and for that kind of baking, that was new. Baking was never a thing when I was at college. So yeah, I'm learning all about it. But I thought these were a really good price, so got these. Second thing I got, if I can pick them all up, is some new brushes. I did have brushes. They were maybe 5-6 years old. They were fine brushes, but I was naughty and neglected them. I didn't clean them nearly as often as I've now learned I should have been cleaning them, and I haven't used them in like 12 months because who's wearing makeup in lockdown? Anyway, well, actually a lot of people are wearing makeup in lockdown, aren't they, and doing TikToks and stuff. Okay, if you're not doing TikToks, who's wearing makeup in lockdown? So anyway, I bought some new brushes because my other ones are a bit dusty and a bit not wanting to put them near my face. So anyway, new brushes. I got these off Amazon as well. They were about, I think, £8, £8.50, something like that. But I liked the range you got because you got a few bigger brushes for powders, blushes, contours, that sort of thing. You've got a few nice little eye ones here, which I will be trying to do eye looks with. That could be interesting. Spoolie and eyelash brush. What made this really interesting, I mean, apart from the price, was I got this. Now this is silicone. I really don't know what I'm meant to do with this. I have a feeling foundation, like that, my brain just thinks foundation. But if any of you know, do let me know in the comments. But that are a plain face mask, but why would you get a face mask brush in a makeup kit? So yeah, anybody knows, do let me know. But that's, I think, what I'm going to be trying to do with this one. Also got a powder puff, which again, I've used. I thought for baking, but it didn't really work. So I guess just powdering the face to set it. Again, I'm learning, so, but that's that stuff. Then, as I say, I am updating my makeup because I didn't know this. Again, maybe I went to a rubbish college, but I didn't know makeup had a sell-by date. Not sell-by date, use-by date. Yeah, that makes more sense. A use-by date, I didn't know that. I thought you just sort of used it till it went a bit dry and rubbishy, but apparently no, you should stop way before then. So yeah, there's a bit of PSA for you. Stop before your makeup's got crusty. They do actually have little doodads on it. I mean, some of them, like I'm looking on these bits I bought and I don't see it, but apparently it's like 12 months. If you've not used it up in 12 months, you bin it and you get a new one. So knowing that, and knowing that a lot of my makeup was past the 12-month mark considerably, and the fact that I hadn't really wore it or used it during lockdown, I was like, no, I need to just try and get some new stuff. So Amazon were doing a sale. We have Prime membership because of shipping a lot of things we got Prime and with the TV and stuff, so it made sense. So being on Prime, I don't know if it was on the normal one or not, but they had an offer on this Maybelline The Falsies Lift Lash and Maybelline Hyper Precise All Day Eyeliner, liquid eyeliner. Yeah, so these two Maybelline products were on offer. I believe they were about £4 each, and when I went and checked on like Boots and stuff, the UK Boots, they were, I think they were like £8 or £9 each, so they were a real bargain. I'm delighted with them. I have used them today. Excuse my face because the makeup's gone a bit askew with, but it's hard to see with my glasses on. Take my glasses off and show you. I'm fairly pleased with it. It's kind of hard to see eye detail behind glasses, I find. So it's not, I've had it on all day now. It's not caked off. It's not done anything weird to my knowledge. I mean, you saw there. But falsies, no. I think we're being a bit generous there, Maybelline. Lashes, false lashes, no. This I really liked. This went on super easy. It did bleed slightly when I got near my waterline, but I guess that's to be expected. But I'm very pleased with the price of them. I think they're grand. Wouldn't lose my stuff over them, but they're better than what I had. So the next thing we picked up, coffee. We are a coffee household and we definitely like Lavazza. It's obviously Italian coffee. It's from northern Italy. I want to say a place called Torino, which is in northern Italy, but it's definitely northern Italian, and this is the Creme Augusta coffee pods. My partner John used to live in Italy. Lived there for about 12 years all in all, and he would have drank a lot of Lavazza over there, so he definitely has a taste for it. He introduced me to it, and it's particularly nice coffee. It is a luxury. It's definitely probably one of the only luxuries we have. We, even when lockdown isn't on, we don't really go out too often, so we wouldn't go, I mean, John's a chef, why would we? We don't go out that much, so I guess our big splurge on coffee is acceptable. Now, moving on from coffee to a little toy for John. This is a double-pronged thermometer. It is boys' toys, chef toys, whatever you want to call it. It's very fancy. Can you see there? There we go. I don't want to pull it out of its thing because I'm scared of it because it's not mine. And the reason we got this is, I'd say John's a chef. He does an awful lot of cooking, and sometimes you just need equipment. So he had a single prong thermometer that he used to use at work, but he used it very recently. We have a family tradition of having panettone. It's traditionally kind of known around here as a Christmas cake, an Italian Christmas cake, but it would also be eaten at Easter in Italy. So John makes it at Christmas and he makes it at Easter for us, and it's a very laborious process. He basically starts off with a sourdough starter, and then you enrich it with butter and eggs and fruit, and it is not like those dry things you find from like in Asda or Tesco in a packet that's been sitting there for 6 months. Totally different thing. Same idea, totally different taste. So this is moist and luscious and wonderful. But it is like having a now 4th child, because it needs babysat so closely, watched so closely. Like, I think we watched it more than we watched the baby over the past Easter. You have to have it at a certain temperature, you have to have the oven at a certain temperature, and conventional household ovens do tend to lie. Like, I think ours, when we put the old probe in, It was like, I think it was nearly 20 degrees off, which is an awful lot when you're baking. So it worked okay, but we obviously couldn't monitor the oven and the panettone at the same time. So with this one now with the 2 prongs, one can go in the oven, one can go in the panettone. We're all good. So yeah, John's looking forward to playing with his new toy. So the next thing we got is a new phone charger, and it's a Knips, I don't know, that brand there. We've got these quite a few times because they are brilliant. They are properly braided ones. We're an Apple family, as you can see. Proper braided ones, and they're about 6 foot long, so super handy. As we've had these quite a few times before, they don't let you down unless you spill water on it. And I may have left a glass of water by the sofa, even though I've agreed not to do that because that's how we lost the last cable. I may have left it there. A child may have run into it. A cable may have been damaged. I'm not claiming responsibility for anything, I'm just saying these things may have happened, but we have bought a new cable. Yeah, I won't be doing that again. I won't be doing that again. And the last thing for our Amazon haul, a bath mat. A very long bath mat. The bath mat we bought from, well, I bought from Clever Kid, I think they're called, something like that. And it covers about 2/3 of the bath, which used to work when the children were smaller, but now we have 2 bigger children in the bath and the baby, and they've had to spread out a bit. It just wasn't long enough, and no matter how many times they were asked to stay on the mat, they migrated off it, and we have had a couple of, you know, little slips. Thankfully, Mummy or Daddy were there to catch them, but I think it scared me more than it did the kids. But yeah, a new bath mat was got, so this is an extra long one. It should do from the tap to the end. That way all 3 children are safe in the bath. So that will make me feel a lot better. So that's it. That's our haul for this month. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you found some of the bits interesting. And if you are at all wondering where to get them from, as I say, they're all from Amazon. If you enjoy these kind of videos, if you enjoy hauls, mental health stuff, mummy stuff, anything at all, please like and subscribe. I would absolutely love it if you would join in. And yeah, that's me. Thank you very much for watching. It's been lovely to have your company, and I shall see you soon. Bye.